I mean, did get a taste of that in the Lost Shrine. But we fixed that, so I guess it's still not total control. As I was saying, P-33 survives the encounter with NieR and his party, and does manage to go out and see the world. Honoring Khalil's last request. There's more to that. I believe he encounters the aliens that eventually visit the Earth and create the machine life forms that are featured in Automata. Once again, I'll fact check myself in a minute, but I'm fairly certain that's what occurs. So he makes it out, and he's a big explorer robot. So in a way, he did kind of get a happy ending, just a little bittersweet that he did it without Khalil. But bittersweet is the flavor of this game, so if not downright depressing.
Well,
Oh, well, can I?
sure.
So now we're tasked with going back to Seafront. And this is some of the stuff that I want to see most, because now that we can understand the shades, the Mermaid content that
This feels alarmingly familiar.
had very little explanation to it probably is going to get fleshed out now. So we'll see what the Shade herself has to say, has to offer. And probably put the missing piece of that little puzzle together.
Hey, yeah, so
Oh yeah, I never finished the side quest. It's not important. Is there an egg sitting here? Needs to be a giant egg. Nope, berries. So back to Seafront, back to find the man with the red bag, and more context on the Mermaid shade. What's going on over there? Oh, it's just a couple shades burning up. Where's my friend the boar? There he is. Right, the other thing that I was talking about previously, before I encountered that boss fight, was the book in Emil's library. That is Grimoire Rubrum. Or was Grimoire Rubrum. Which, like the name suggests, was part of Project Gestalt, along with Vice and Noir.
Yeesh. I don't think I've ever seen fog this thick before. Huh? What's that?
But unfortunately, Grimoire Rubrum lost its mind. And, well, the rest is history. There are more to the Grimoires, but Mermaid first.
Hard to believe a ship of this size managed to run aground. What was that? Hey, is someone there? Okay, I definitely heard someone cough just now. Maybe it's one of those kids from town? But where are they? There you are. What are you doing here, kid? And who are you, anyway? Were you a passenger on this ship, maybe? Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be scared. Hey there. How you feeling? Well, your cough seems better at least. Check it out. I brought you some bread today. Oh, easy there. Jeez, you must have been starving. Well, look, no one's gonna take this from you, so just take it easy so you don't choke on it, okay? So, what were you doing on this boat, kid? Actually, scratch that. First things first. I can't just keep calling you kid. You got a name? Well, this is going nowhere fast. Let's see. Louise. Yeah, what about Louise? I mean, it just sort of popped into my head, but what do you think? Guess you're okay with it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Louise. Hey there, Louise. Say, where'd you get that red bag? Found it on the ship, did you? You kids are so darn curious about everything. Anywho, it's good to see you. Afraid I don't have any bread today, but I did bring you something. Here, it's a ribbon. Let me tie it in your hair for you. Well, what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Huh. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's a mirror. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's go ahead and check out your new look. If you go over there where it's brighter, you'll be able to see yourself more clearly. What's wrong? Don't you want to see? Oh, I see. You don't like sunlight. Guess your eyes are pretty sensitive after spending all this time in the dark, huh? Well, it's not like we can have you stay here forever. We should work on getting you out of here so you and me can go look at the sea together. How's that sound? Hey, Louise. I brought your food for today. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? Huh. You haven't been eating much lately. Are you okay? Well then, let's try this. Yeah, sorry about that. It's called a song. Humming a jaunty tune is the best thing for putting a spring in your step. Songs are like a little bit of wisdom that makes the tough times easier. I love them personally. I mean, not that I'm any good at singing. Whoa, your voice is a bit rough there, but you're actually pretty good. You know, I knew someone who lived in the town lighthouse before she died. She used to hum this same song a lot. I heard it every time I stopped by to deliver something, and I guess it just kinda stuck. Of course, that was quite a while ago. Hey, are you trying to cheer me up? You are a kind soul, Louise.
I'm sensing some really weird magic going on here, Sunshine. You feeling it too?
Yeah. Is it a shade?
Are you actually trying to think something through rather than just jumping in and killing?
What's wrong, Kaine?
Nothing. It's just... I'm sensing a presence from seafront. Something like a shade.
A shade in the town? That's not good.
So, were you able to write that letter? You know, now that I've taught you how. Not yet, huh? Well, there's certainly no reason to rush. You know, it makes me happy that you've taken such a shine to me. First time we met, I didn't have the foggiest idea what was going on in that head of yours. So, hey, I've been thinking, how about you come live with me? It might be kind of nice to have a daughter around. Not into it, huh? Guess I should have figured. I'm sad to hear it, but it's your choice, of course. Huh? The floor's wet. Wait, is this blood? Oh dear. Are you...
So that explains... Oh, damn it.
Come on, don't tell me you ain't picked up on it yet. You of all people gotta know what this smell means.
This ship is important.
Whatever.
You sure you're all...
You really should. Hey, I've got an idea.
Sure.
Sounds good.
The meal is on the...
And Tyrion smells the blood. He gets all, excited.
This place is pretty gloomy. I'm having a hard time imagining any townsfolk hanging around here.
Well, as we've no other
That was
lead,
basically
let
the
search begin.
thing I skipped over. Yeah, that would explain why the postman just kind of walks in and is like, hey, what's going on? He's been taking care of the girl.
I did perhaps.
And it also explains her attachment to him. So now we're just gonna move through the ship as normal.
What's with this ship anyway?
There may be clues somewhere that tell of how it ran aground.
Any thoughts? Yes. Okay, so
Looks really...
Then
finishing up some thoughts from earlier. I did fact check, and P-33 did encounter the aliens' machines and actually gave them the gift of intelligence. As the entry states, this was detailed in a novella by Yoko Taro in the Complete Guide to Drakengard 3, called, appropriately enough, The Fire of Prometheus. So
That's weird.
the P-33 made it out.
Did you see...
a shame.
Hang on.
And he's alright. Without Khalil, though. Unfortunately. As for the Grimoires, well, it's not too much of a stretch to say that they were once people.
How delightful.
Grimoire Vice, Grimoire Noir, and Grimoire Rubrum
And I wait.
were all operatives of, I believe it was called the Hamelin organization? And they were basically stuck into a
Shades
room
around at least.
Fortunate for us.
and told that if they killed everyone else, they could leave. And there were about 13 people in that room.
Wait.
And predictably enough,
Whatever that sound was, it stopped. I swear it sounded like a girl.
This is a voice pipe. A contraption by which one's voice can travel to a faraway location.
Which means the girl is in whatever room this pipe connects to.
Hold a moment. I spy a chart of the ship's layout on the wall. Yes. This pipe connects to a cabin in the ship's stern.
Onward and, inward, I guess.
So there were 13
This little
people.
lantern has brought us quite far, hasn't it?
None of them made it out
And the light it gives off makes me feel...
in the way that they would have
safe
liked.
somehow.
Well, aren't we the romantic?
They were essentially turned into these grimoires
Oh, damn.
Perhaps.
meant to be used in Project Gestalt. Vice in particular,
Let's...
and Grimoire Rubrum were child soldiers of the organization.
I think the...
Bonk.
Speak to me. Nice.
A lantern.
They're child soldiers of the Hamelin organization. And Vice and the woman that would become Rubrum
About
in particular had a bit of a thing going on.
her.
It's never explicitly confirmed that they had a relationship or whatever, but they were definitely very closely connected, and it adds another layer of sadness trademark that all these years later they would reunite, but why did things turn out like this? Did he leave because of this body? I just want to be able to talk with him. I don't want him to be afraid of me. I don't want him to hate me. I want to maintain a human form. I want to look at the sun with my own eyes. I want to sing beautiful songs. So if I can just eat more people, maybe then I can become a human. Yeah, that's not how it works. Vice and Rubrum
Hey there, you.
Hey.
Did we?
reunited all these years later, but neither of them possessed any memory of each other, and especially Rubrum.
Oh man, that smell is getting ripe. How you feeling there, sunshine?
Not great. Can't you tell?
Especially Rubrum had no mind, so no happy ending there.
The cul-
Anyway, back to the mermaid. Now that she's, her deal is established, explained.
It's that girl we saw when we first entered the ship.
Hold, lad.
Here comes the party.
Oh man, this shade is nuts. I think I'm in love. You can feel her power hanging in the air, and she ain't even trying yet. Things are finally heating up. Huh?
Could this girl be the presence you sensed, Kaine?
And here's the postman.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Wait, you're the postman.
Oh, I've been coming here a lot lately. I think this girl was on the ship when it drifted in. I've been keeping an eye on her until she's well enough to leave. Hey, so the girl is... I brought a but well, how it... sorry.
Stay the hell away from her! She isn't... We'll figure...
What on earth?
hurt by the sun.
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict. This light, something is coming. Get out of the way at once.
Let's see if this time
Oh,
I
listen,
can...
it's singing. This thing actually thinks it's a person.
God, you edgelord. Let's see. Doesn't matter. It didn't matter how many people I ate. I was never satisfied. You can actually hear it. I'm not gonna talk over this. No,
I
no.
don't know where the singing lessons came from, but I do know it's sure as hell trying to eat us.
Yeah, you can actually hear
For the tentacles with faces on them.
the shade talking through the distortion. The next time it speaks, I'll remain silent.
You're doing it for him? How sad. How precious.
It's worth noting that Louise is probably the most understandable shade. I mean, I don't know if that was a decision
Attack with all that you have.
made because it's been a few years since the original and, you know, they just didn't want to do Shade Speak again. Or because the postman taught her language. I feel that it's intentional. But she is definitely the easiest to understand of the Shade characters in the game. The other ones just kind of speak like this garbled chaos language.
Did we get it? Oh hell, that thing's huge.
Alright, here we go.
To think it could recover from such a grievous wound.
Round 2 with this thing.
Do shit against this thing.
Hey, the guy from before's collapsed on the beach. That shade's got some kind of hard-on for it. We should take him hostage.
Shut your yap. I'm not in the business of using my blades on people.
Is this thing turning its body into spears and shooting them at us?
Just gotta get it to punch the ground again. Oh wait, you know, just block. And then I can stab it to death.
Fine then. I guess we'll all just sit around a campfire and sing songs until we get murdered.
God damn it.
Tyrion is such a ham. I hate him and I love him at the same time. Like, he's so over the top that it's great and it's kind of
Yeah, I can see that.
annoying at the same time.
My word, if this continues.
Again, the word is edgy to describe him.
Over here. This guy's important to you, isn't he?
This is here and now.
Alright. Let's see if it'll let me do it this time.
Son of a... Is this thing immortal?
How can it withstand such an onslaught?
I'm really scared, guys.
We will be in grave danger if it unleashes that attack. We must stop it.
Nope. Not this time. Maybe on the third run through.
I think we're in trouble.
What the hell are you doing? Stop him already!
My body won't... Damn it! Fuck!
Come on, up and at him.
No!
What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed. Stop! Don't hurt these people! So you've been lying to me this whole time? You're a monster! It stopped.
Focus on the source of its magic. Aim for the head.
There's the sound of the Dark Lands.
We can never be together! You disgust me!
Could he understand her to some degree? I believe that's what it's implying there. Damn. I mean, I didn't expect anything less than a downer from this game, but That's a real downer.
Thanks.
You
All right, there's
ferret.
Oh man.
Hey, wait, come on.
you.
No, thank.
Like it's standard fare for these stories to end in tragedy, but
Do not.
it's I don't know if it's my favoritism for the writing, but it's not to the point where, you know, it's a tragedy keeps happening and happening and happening that it's just like, okay, you don't care anymore. I mean, I'm sure some people would be at this point, or even earlier in the game, would be like, all right, I get it. You know, bad things happen to these characters, bad things happen to these people.
The hell's this, Sunshine?
A letter. That thing wrote it for the postman.
Ha! Man, that is some grade A chicken scratch.
She probably copied the letters as best she could.
So, what's it say?
I think our friend's gonna wake up soon. Let's go.
This game, this franchise,
Yeah.
You were threatening that shade on the beach the other day?
definitely runs the risk of
Just a feeling.
the trope of
All right.
darkness-induced audience apathy, as TV tropes puts it, which is, again, bad things are happening so often that it's like, why should you even invest yourself anymore? And that's understandable. I can definitely see where people might have that point of view with this franchise, with this game. But I think there's enough levity in between the moments of, you know, utter tragedy, utter sadness, that you get back on your feet just enough to prepare for the next wham shot, the next wham line. And honestly, well, not honestly speaking, but personally speaking, a lot of the darkness, a lot of the darker material doesn't come until subsequent playthroughs of the game, at which point you have to have invested yourself to some degree into the world, into the characters. So if you're at this point, then obviously you... The earlier story content wasn't enough to dissuade you from what comes later.
Even without those we have lost, the world relentlessly continues to turn.
And there is always this, like, faint sense of hope in these games, despite all the objectively negative things that happen. Like at the end of Automata. So there's definitely some counterbalance to all of the darkness, all of the negativity, all of the bad shit. Alright, I have to check my mailbox first.
Let's go.
So one more place left to go, and that's Facade. And if you'll recall, there is a shade there. It's the wolf. Can wolves speak? Let's find out. The answer is yes. Like I said, I'm not gonna play coy like I tried to in the initial playthrough. This is all free game at this point, as I stated at the beginning of the route. And yeah, this Wolf Shade can definitely speak. I'm not gonna spoil his deal, like, right away, because obviously the game is going to present it to us. But definitely expect some feels. That is, you know, if you sympathize with the Shades at all.